For over 50 years, one stadium has made the earth shake like no other. Arrowhead Stadium, the iconic fortress that's been home to the Kansas City Chiefs since 1972. But what you're about to see isn't just another stadium upgrade story. This is about an $800 million gamble that could change everything. Right now, the Chiefs are planning something so massive, it's got the whole NFL world talking. And trust me, there's a game-changing secret buried in these plans that nobody's talking about. A secret that could either transform Arrowhead into the most advanced stadium in sports, or force the Chiefs to leave Kansas City forever. But there's a catch, a ticking clock, a deadline that's racing toward us. And what happens next could reshape not just Kansas City, but the entire NFL. And here's where it gets even more intriguing. A 2021 structural report hidden from the public revealed shocking safety concerns about Arrowhead's upper deck. While the Chiefs claim this renovation is about modernization, internal emails suggest they've known about these structural issues for years. And when pressed for answers, team officials refuse to comment. So, what's really going on behind the scenes of this massive project? Stick around, because what you're about to discover will change the way you see Arrowhead Stadium and the future of the Kansas City Chiefs forever.
Yeah, we want to do it. We want to go out there. We want to play our best football. We know we're playing a great opponent, but we're going to try to win the game and, get one for Coach Reed, get one for Kansas City.
Since 1972, Arrowhead Stadium hasn't just been a building, it's been the beating heart of Kansas City. Every Sunday, 76,416 fans pack these stands, creating a sea of red that's become famous worldwide. But what if I told you this legendary stadium's future is hanging by a thread, and it all comes down to a shocking secret that's been hidden for years? In 2022, an anonymous whistleblower from the Chiefs facilities team leaked documents showing the stadium's maintenance costs have been deliberately underreported. The real numbers nearly triple what the public was told. This might explain why the renovation price tag suddenly jumped from $500 million to $800 million in just 6 months. Picture this, it's game day at Arrowhead. The parking lot fills up 5 hours before kickoff. The smell of barbecue fills the air. Fans from all walks of life come together to create what many call the best tailgating experience in all of sports. That's not just talk. ESPN ranked Arrowhead's tailgating as the best in the NFL for 10 straight years. And when it comes to noise, Chiefs fans are in a league of their own. In 2014, they broke the world record for the loudest outdoor stadium, not once, but twice, hitting an ear-splitting 142.2 decibels. That's louder than a jet engine. Opposing teams literally practice with crowd noise cranked up to insane levels just to prepare for Arrowhead's deafening roar. In these seats, generations of fans have witnessed history, Super Bowl championships, epic playoff battles, the rise of Patrick Mahomes. This place has hosted everything from World Cup soccer matches to monster truck rallies. But now, a hidden truth could decide whether the Chiefs stay in Kansas City or leave for good. Now, let's talk about what $800 million can buy you in today's NFL.
Oh, if you talk to Jason, he'll show you some swagger too, man. He's a confident individual who he is and all that, but I got it from...
The Chiefs aren't just planning a simple facelift. They're dreaming up something that could revolutionize how we experience football. And trust me, some of these upgrades are straight out of a science fiction movie. Let's start with what every fan cares about: comfort. Imagine walking into Arrowhead and finding a massive 360-degree upper deck walkway. No more getting stuck in those crowded corners. And here's the game changer. They're adding a giant canopy over the upper deck, with both heaters for those freezing December games and cooling fans for those scorching September kickoffs. Finally, you won't have to dress like an astronaut just to watch a winter game. And the tech upgrades? They're taking Arrowhead into the future. We're talking video boards so massive and crystal clear, you'll see every bead of sweat on Patrick Mahomes' face. New LED ribbon boards will wrap around the entire stadium, and they're installing a sound system that'll make the world's loudest stadium even more incredible. Plus, the Wi-Fi is getting such a massive boost that 76,000 fans can post their touchdown celebrations at the exact same time. But here's where it gets really interesting. The Chiefs are completely transforming how you'll get your food and drinks. Those old school concession stands, gone. They're replacing them with grab-and-go markets using the same technology as Amazon's checkout free stores. Just grab what you want and walk out. No more missing crucial plays while standing in line. For fans willing to splurge, the plans get even more luxurious. The Chiefs are digging deep, literally, to build new field-level clubs under the lower bowl seats. These clubs will put you so close to the action, and new premium suites in the end zones will offer views of Arrowhead that fans have only dreamed about. But here's where dreams meet reality. Renovating this Kansas City icon comes with a jaw-dropping price tag of $800 million. The Hunt family, who own the Chiefs, stepped up big time by offering $300 million of their own cash. That's like buying 100 million hot dogs at Arrowhead. But here's where things get tricky. They needed help with the other $500 million. The plan seemed simple. Ask Jackson County residents to chip in through a small sales tax, just 38 cents for every $100 spent. Not much, right? Well, in January 2024, when people went to vote, nearly 60% said no way to the tax. Now, here's what's keeping Chiefs fans awake at night. There's a deadline coming up faster than Patrick Mahomes can throw a football. By January 2025, that's just months away. The Chiefs need to figure out how to pay for all this. If they don't, well, that's where our earlier secret comes in. The Chiefs' lease at Arrowhead expires in 2030. Without renovation funds, they might do the unthinkable: leave Kansas City, Missouri. Kansas is already waving with promises of a shiny new stadium from across the state line. And they're not the only ones eyeing Kansas City's crown jewel. But this isn't just about football. We're talking about nearly $1 billion in yearly economic impact. That's thousands of jobs, packed restaurants, full hotels, and local businesses that depend on those 8 home games every year. Losing the Chiefs wouldn't just break hearts, it would break bank accounts across the entire region. Time is running out, and the Chiefs are facing a critical decision. The Kansas City Chiefs now stand at a crossroads with 3 potential paths ahead. Let's break down what could happen and why one of these options might surprise everyone.
Man, I already apologized.
No, you apologized privately, but you hurt me publicly. So it's going to have to be a public apology.
Brian,
Yes.
I am sorry.
Imagine this. Against all odds, the Chiefs secure the funding, and construction on Arrowhead Stadium begins right after the 2026 World Cup. It's a massive undertaking, a 4-year transformation that keeps the stadium open during the process. But here's the catch no one's talking about. Hosting the World Cup is both a blessing and a curse. It's forcing the Chiefs to wait, and that delay is putting immense pressure on the January 2025 decision deadline. If they don't get the green light by then, the dream of a modernized Arrowhead could crumble, literally. Now, let's talk about the nuclear option, building a brand new stadium in Kansas City. The price tag? A jaw-dropping $2 billion, double the cost of renovating Arrowhead. That's like building 2 Arrowheads from scratch. Some say it might be cheaper in the long run than fixing up a 50-year-old stadium. But here's the kicker. A new stadium would mean saying goodbye to one of the most iconic venues in NFL history. Are fans ready to let go of the roar of Arrowhead for a shiny new home? And then there's the last option that keeps Kansas City mayors up at night: crossing the state line into Kansas. Here's the bombshell. Kansas has already drawn up plans for a brand new stadium, complete with tax incentives and prime location. They're just waiting for the right moment to make their move. This isn't just a hypothetical, it's a real threat. Kansas is ready to roll out the red carpet, and if Missouri doesn't step up, the Chiefs could be playing in a new state by 2030. It's not just a stadium move, it's a seismic shift for the entire region. But why is January 2025 so important? Here's the real reason behind the rush. It's not just about construction time or the World Cup. The NFL is planning its next 20 years of Super Bowl locations. If Arrowhead isn't upgraded or a new stadium isn't in the works by then, Kansas City can kiss its Super Bowl dreams goodbye. What no one's talking about is the real reason behind that 2026 World Cup deadline. FIFA inspectors flagged major concerns about Arrowhead's structural integrity in their initial venue assessment. The Chiefs managed to keep this quiet by promising immediate renovations after the tournament. Without these upgrades, the stadium might not even be safe for regular NFL games by 2027. Time isn't just ticking, it's sprinting. The Chiefs need 3 years minimum to either renovate Arrowhead or build new. Their lease ends in 2030, but decisions made in 2025 will seal their fate. The World Cup comes in 2026, and after that, well, that's when the real work begins, if they're still in Missouri. And that's the big question. Will they be? Because this isn't just about a stadium. It's about the lifeline of a city. The Chiefs aren't just a team. They're an economic powerhouse, shaping the future of Kansas City in ways far beyond football.
It's been a challenge, and I wouldn't have wanted any other way. Although I regret a lot of things I've been through because, it was stupid decisions I made. But
think game day in Kansas City is just about football? Think again. Every time the Chiefs play at home, it's like the entire city hits the jackpot. We're talking about $932 million flowing through Kansas City each year, all because of the Chiefs. But that's just the number you can count. The real story, it's in the streets. When the Chiefs play, it's more than just football. It's a financial powerhouse. Hotels get packed, restaurants stay busy, and local businesses see a surge in customers. The city thrives on the Chiefs just as much as the team relies on its passionate fan base. But here's the kicker. The economic impact is just the tip of the iceberg. The real magic of the Chiefs isn't in the dollars, it's in the way they bring Kansas City together. Rich or poor, young or old, everyone wears red on game day. It's the one thing that unites the entire city, and that's exactly why Kansas is watching so closely. Just across the state line, Kansas is doing more than just watching. They're planning. They know the impact a team can have on an economy, and they want in. That's why they're offering the Chiefs a brand new stadium. So, what does this mean for Arrowhead? The next few months could decide everything, and that game-changing secret we hinted at earlier. Kansas isn't just offering land, they're putting up a staggering $2 billion package that could turn the Chiefs into the most valuable franchise in the NFL. That's not just a pitch, it's a power move. But here's the twist. The Chiefs aren't backing down. Behind closed doors, they're crafting a bold funding plan that might not even need voter approval. With state funds, private investors, and corporate deals in play, they're fighting to keep Arrowhead right where it belongs, in the heart of Kansas City. Because this isn't just about a stadium, it's about the soul of a community. The Chiefs pump millions into local businesses, fuel thousands of jobs, and generate $28.8 million in state taxes every year. Money that funds schools, fixes roads, and keeps public services running. Letting them go isn't just a sports decision, it's an economic and cultural earthquake. So, as the clock ticks down, the stakes couldn't be higher. Kansas is playing hardball, but the Chiefs are fighting back. And, in true Kansas City fashion, don't count Arrowhead out until the final whistle blows. What do you think? Should the Chiefs stay at Arrowhead, or is it time for a new home? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates.